Nathan, first off, why do you want this job, and what would you do as Attorney General?
You know, Peter, my number one issue is safety and security. It's hard to remember that back in 2014, it was considered one of our safest years in the last 50. And over the last 8 years, we have gone over the cliff in safety and security. And my goal, my 100% goal, is to restore safety and security for all Californians. Now, how am I going to go about that? Probably the exact opposite of what our current appointed Attorney General Rob Bonta is doing, and it's based on 3 core principles. First, if you want to solve the crime problems, and I'm talking violent and street crime exploding, homelessness at an all-time high, and fentanyl poisonings that are going to kill, sadly, more Californians than probably COVID this year, you got to go ahead and partner with the police rather than just vilify them. Actually fund police departments if you want a better trained, hired, and supervised force rather than defund them or cut their budgets, and then ensure that all crimes have proportionate consequences.
There are deep concerns here in the state after voters passed Propositions 47 and 57 about the rise in crime. What are your thoughts on those propositions, and what needs to happen to tackle crime here in California?
So what we've been experiencing in California is what I call the spiral of lawlessness. And what's happened is that one person will go into a small business, steal just under $950, and because of Proposition 47, which turned that into a misdemeanor, not get prosecuted at all, not get arrested at all, and walk out scot-free. Well, one person becomes 3 people running out of a CVS, 80 people running out of a Nordstrom's, 100 people doing a flash mob in a Los Angeles 7-Eleven. You've got smash and grab robberies, follow home robberies, train robberies, and a double-digit rise of homicides. I would seek to end and stop the spiral of lawlessness and bring back a spiral of lawfulness, where we basically, again, partner with the police, fund police departments, and create an environment where all crimes have proportionate consequences. And when I say proportionate consequences, I don't want to go back to the blanket policies of putting everyone in jail for 100 years, but now we have blanket policies of putting people in jail for no years. I want to go to the hard middle, which requires an individualized look at the criminal, the crime, and the impact on the victim. And my 30 years of criminal justice experience as a federal prosecutor, a U.S. Assistant Attorney General, and a defense attorney help inform me about where that line is between putting into jail the people who are true public safety threats and creating a different way for the other people who are not public safety threats to pay their debt to society, like community service.
All right, Nathan, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you very much.